Alright, I have some parts to show you on particular transmissions. Things you got to look out for when you're going to rebuild a transmission on certain ones. The ones I'm going to talk about is the 4T65E and the 4R70W, which also these parts can be in the 4R75E, 4R75W. Okay, so first the 4T65E, and Chevy Impalas, Buick Sabres, Buick Regals, 2000, 1999 up. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is this differential. It's something you have to be aware of. If you take it apart, if this is not out, you have to look inside the differential cover, and in this cover you will see where it has started, something has started gouging this cover out. Okay, the reason is the pin has started to come out of this differential. Now, I knocked it back in, but you can see right here where it come out. Alright, so you can see it's broken. Okay, so the pin goes in here, but it's broken. What it was doing, it was partially, it couldn't completely come out, but it was partially coming out and rubbing around the inside of this housing. And what normally happens after it rubs and rubs, it eventually breaks out of the outside of the housing. You have a leak. And as you keep going, the other part of the pin will slide out, and then you start to hear a bunch of grinding noise. Next thing you know, you have a whole bunch of, you won't be able to move if it gets too bad, and axle may even get bad because it goes through here, and all this is starting to get messed up. And then next thing you have to do is take the whole transmission out. Some take this part of the transmission apart and stick another one in, but if you happen to catch it before it actually busts through, you might can get away with that. But for the most part, from what I have experienced, when this happens, when it's bad, you got to take the whole transmission out, and you have to take the whole transmission apart and clean all the metal that comes from this being torn up. Now this is not torn up. There's some that's worse. Even this sun gear gets chewed up when this happens, but this didn't completely come out yet. It was just caught before it happened. But you have to take the whole transmission out, clean all the metal out, and most of the time you got to change the valve body because you have valves in there that's stuck because of the metal that's in there. So this is one part that goes bad a lot of times on the 4T65, and you have to make sure that you pay attention to it, the 4T65E. Okay. The next thing on the 4T65E you need to pay attention to, where is it? Is the accumulator piston. These accumulators are underneath the pan, and if you can see what I mean, you see how loose that is there? They wear out inside right there. You're moving up and down, it wears out, and if you get too big of a gap in between the pin and the piston, you will start to have shifting issues because the oil will bypass this. This should be very tight. It should not be able to wobble like that. If it does, you need to get another accumulator, and you probably need to get another pin. These pins do wear. It doesn't make a difference that it's steel, they do wear. So you have to get one. Okay? So you get a chance to see how bad that is. That's very bad. Check all the accumulators, pistons. Okay, this is in the 4T65. On these 4T65Es, I have some people ask questions about whether or not they can take the differential out while the transmission is in the car and change it. Okay. The thing is, you may be able to do that if the differential only have the pin that came out and put a hole inside the cover. However, if that differential looks like this, where the teeth are cut, and okay, you can see that when it looks like that, then chances are the ring section, which is this part that these gears go into, fits right into here, is going to be damaged just like this. And if this is damaged, when you take it out, then you have to take the whole transmission out, because you can only change this from the inside. But you probably won't only be looking at changing this, because normally this puts a lot of metal in the transmission, and you probably will have stuck valves. You probably also will have may have to change the cooler if it has put metal through the cooling system, which it probably will, and you may have to change the torque converter. So during that time, you may end up having just to get a whole rebuild with a remanufacturer or good used valve body that have valves that don't stick. That has been my experience when I came across something like this. A lot of times the valves are stuck in the valve body, and trying to unstick valves, you may spend 2 hours trying to get them unstuck. Best thing to do is probably just go get you a good used valve body that is not stuck, or get a remanufactured valve body. So once again, can you take this out from the passenger side, leave the transmission in the car, and just replace this only? Not if it looks like this. Not if it looks like this, right? Now, the next transmission I want to go to is the 4R70W. What I want you to look at on this one is the sun shell. When you're taking it apart, now this one, the planet was chewed up here, so this had to be replaced. As you can see, this teeth, that's a known problem. Planets chew up, even on ones that were rebuilt from the dealer, or the dealer get some rebuilt from I guess factory rebuilds. We had a customer that came in, they brought their own in a crate, and we put it in, and in about a month it blew up. The dealer had to get them another one. But that happens there. But what you need to pay attention to, let's say that this is okay and you have to reuse this, no problem. You have to pay attention to the teeth. Right here, the reversed drum will wear into the shell. When it gets like this is no good. You take the shell and throw it away. Okay, that's even if these teeth are good, you take the shell and go and throw away. Now, if you get a shell like this that doesn't have much wear on it, you know, it may have a little wear but not bad, then it'll be fine. You can reuse it. Okay, this doesn't have much wear at all. You can reuse the shell. But this one, you don't want to use at all. You do not want to use that. You put this back in, it will clink, clank, and you will have problems. So this shell is ready to go. Another thing that happened on the 4R70W, and when this happened, you feel a chatter as you start to take off. Now it's the forward drum. The forward drum likes to blow out. As you can see here, it blew apart. Okay, now this is a weak configuration, but it lasts however long it lasts. Now what you can do, you can get another drum, another used drum if you want, and load the clutches in and go on about your business. It may blow out, it may not. It may last some more miles. However, there's another drum that's made right here. Okay, if you can see the difference, this is a solid drum, solid on the outside here, and if you look on the inside, you see that it's solid there, and it has the part for the snap ring to go in right there. But it's a solid drum on the outside versus this drum here is not solid. You can see little holes in between here. Right through here, there's little holes there. So that makes this a little weaker. So this drum is made so that it doesn't blow out like this drum does. So every time I rebuild a transmission for 4R70W, I always get a solid drum and put it in. You can find these drums on eBay. Sonics have them. Some of them, I guess, have the parts that's already pressed in, this input shaft, and then some of them don't. You have to press the shaft out and then press the other shaft in. Okay, and when you do the pressing of the shaft, you have to make sure that it is center. Reason is, if you don't, and it can be lopsided, when you put the shaft inside the pump and you turn it, it will bind up against the bushing inside the pump where the stator is. So you can't do that or to prematurely wear the bushing out. So it has to be straight. Okay? So these are just a few things that you have to pay attention to on two transmissions that you may come across. If it's your transmission, or if it's a friend's transmission, or if you are getting into rebuilding for the first time and you just are focused on taking parts out and putting them back in, you have to know what to look for, what to pay attention to, so that you don't put the wrong some bad parts back inside because you don't know what to look for. Here's another one here that is broken also. As I turn it around, you see where it starts to come apart right there.